Hello everyone, and welcome to Slow Stitch Sunday with Rita. I'm sorry I missed last week. I just had so many things going on and I couldn't get anything finished. So I thought I'd try again today and see how much I can get done on my little projects that I have in my head, more or less, not really coming together yet. But I did want to share with you, I got these at a little consignment shop. Just, you know, when you guys are out shopping and thrift stores and that kind of thing, these were like $4 for all these little doilies, and I thought that was great. Then I got this, and this, and then two of these, and then this red check, which I just thought was cute, red check. But then when I opened it, because this was all tied up and I couldn't see what was in it, it had some stitching done on it, and I don't know if I'll keep them or not. It's almost like somebody was just trying to learn how to cross stitch, and but anyway, they look vintage and I love that. Then there was a bag in it like this one. Now this is not vintage. This is because it has a, somewhere I saw yeah, it has address and an email and all that. But this is up north of me in Helen, Georgia. It's a little town. I think it might be a German town, if I could remember right. I'm not quite sure, but it's just a place to go and walk around, and it has rapids up there, so a lot of people go to ride the rapids. This is from Alabama. It's a money bag, which I thought was cool. Alabama National Bank, Montgomery, Alabama. I remember these. So when I was, you know, young, and we had to take all the change to the bank in those envelopes. Then I got this little bit of a edge of a curtain or something. This lady that sells these things has tons and tons of vintage items. I mean, vintage lace and doilies and tablecloths and sheets and everything. So this, and then these two things that are just plain. And I was going to cut these up, but then I thought these would make, you know, a nice little bag like we made last time. I'm just thinking, I don't know if that would be too big or not. But anyway, I didn't cut into it because I needed a piece the other day. And then this one. And this was all $5.99 for all of this. This was $4 and then $5 for all that. So I'm sure she thought that this was, you know, not very good. And it does have a stain, and she couldn't get top dollar for it now if it's stained. Then I got this for, I think it was $10. And this is a cotton sheet. I think it's, well, there was a tag. I think it's like a twin size. But I thought, look at how pretty that is. Just the fabric. I mean, this is tons of fabric. And it's a really beautiful cotton. It's not, you know, like our polyester that we get nowadays in our sheets. So, yeah, I love this because I can cut this out, or I can use this for the lining and or things like that too for a bag. So I just wanted to share that quick bit with you, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to try to make here. The other thing is I'm working on this other project. I love this little project bag because I have all of it in here, all the pieces of fabric and everything. But I'm almost getting done with this. And I'll tell you what I want. My plan is, I hope that's not in your face. My plan is to like put some houses on, because this is the center of the tablecloth. And I have a place to put this. But I was thinking, what can I put? And so I can slow stitch on here something. And I thought maybe I could just take and from this point to this point, and I don't really have a piece that I can show you, but let's say this is, well, let's say that red, you know, that red check I just had would be good. Something, I'm going to fold it up nice and small like. So if I was to build some houses, let's say, going, these would be the bottom, and then the roofs would be, so all the roofs would be pointing to the center. I'll have to decide exactly how big it would be. But, you know, do that, and then take another color. Like here's yellow. And if I want to make a roof on that, like so. Then I could stitch around it, and I could put, you know, windows, cut some windows and all that fun stuff. So I think that would be fun to do. So that's on my list of things to do. I think I'll put this red in my bag here to remind me. So I'm just to the border now. I still have to do outlining. But yeah, I'm glad this is finally getting somewhere and getting done. And then I just, I pin my ribbon to the back. I'm going to try to figure out how to do a better job for closure on these. I mean, it works because I can make it any size I want, but you know. Okay, so then I have this, and I was doing the hexies the other day. I did a video. And let's see, I don't need all those at the moment, or that. This piece of fabric here is a curtain. It was a valance, and I used it, a lot of it in my journals. But I had this piece left over, and then as I was getting my fabrics out and folding up pieces I had, this one I thought was perfect to make another one of those bags. So, because I've got this lace on this edge, this crocheted trim, and I thought that would be a cute part to hang over the top. Just like the bag I just showed you, the red one. So, I need to decorate it. And that's why I got the hexies out, because I want to use these, and I thought I could put those hexies like on here. Wrong side. I'm just going to set these here just for a minute and see. And this one I did a slow stitch on it, and I might do that on other ones too. But I've only made like 6 of them. But they're cute. I mean, I think they turned out, like here's this one and this one. So if I was to put them all together and make like a tablecloth or a bed cover or something like that, they would be really cute. On this one I used a vintage hanky. And this one was a doily that I used in there. And then you saw what I used in those. I thought I had 7 or 4. Yeah, 7. I have 7. Okay. So my debate is, do I want to put these up here on this fabric, or do I want them down at the bottom? And I kind of think I want them at the bottom and not around the bottom, the base. I don't know now. I can't. And I'm just going to leave this here like that, you know. I'm not going to worry about it being, and I'll probably just sew up the sides, and I'll just whip stitch this closed. Okay. Or I could actually just sew. The reason I want to sew them is because I want it to be strong enough for it to hold things. But the front doesn't have to be that strong. Just the inside, really, when I do a lining. I don't know if that fabric would, what would I do with that fabric? Or that sheet. Yeah, I guess it would be okay for the lining. Or I could just find a pink or a green or something. Okay, so if I do it this way, I would put these on here. I want to take those apart because I think I don't need them that close together. And I still need to put stuff on this. My stitching is not very good on this. That's because I was like trying to do some stitching different on that because I wanted it to catch the raw edge too. The blanket stitch worked the best as far as catching the edges. So I may just do anything in the future with the blanket stitch. Then I'm thinking, well, I shouldn't have done that because I could have done the decorative stitch on the outside, which I still can. Okay, so, okay, I thought I needed 7. I don't really want these to be in the same. So I think I only need 5 here. But then I don't know, you know, that looks kind of boring, doesn't it? I could do here and here. I could move these up. And I could make some more and put down here. Okay, let me... So I haven't really, you know, I mean, I kind of thought about what I was going to do, but I haven't really thought about it. So I could put them all on here and none on the back if I want to. They don't all fit though. Okay. How about I could do that. I will figure that out if, you know, when I get it laid out. So I'm thinking now I can put stuff on these. Like I have these yo-yos, which I thought were cute. And I have a box of, ouch, there's a pen in that one. I bought these online, Temu, I think. Yeah, Temu. But that was cute on there. So this little box, and these little guys here, I could show you how to make one. I just put one together here a minute ago. But that's what I was thinking. I could put... I don't want to take all these apart at the moment, but I could start taking them apart at, you know, watching TV, and then just scatter them within here. Okay. Nope, too big. wanted to kind of use these. These came off of a, it came off of this. And I have a whole slew of them that aren't ironed yet. But I cut them off. They were all wrinkled up. I think this might have been in that same, that $5 bunch. Yeah, this one too. Because I'm pretty sure I got, that's probably what drew me to it, was the pink. I don't know why. Slow stitching and pink to me goes together. But these are, I just thought maybe I might have another option in here to put on one of these blank ones. I think I would. I don't want blue. That's too big. Now, all right. I thought I had a lot more cut out in here of flowers and stuff. I have some butterflies. There's a pink butterfly. Maybe that would look good. It's not vintage. I print these on my computer. Just go around it a little bit. I turned the air down because it was freezing in here, but now it's warming up again. Either I freeze or it's hot. Okay, I like that. I think I could put a piece of lace or something behind that. I'd rather have a round doily. That one's... Okay. So what did I do? Oh, I was going to say, what did I do with all the ones I cut out? These are all leaves. Or things that look like leaves. When Corinne does it, it comes out. She's so good at this. No, I can't do that there. Okay. like the yo-yos actually. That one I kind of want to just leave it because it's got the design in it. This one and this one. Maybe I should just do a yo-yo in that one. I think it's because this is like it looks different, the color. Did I use this one? No. Okay. Oh, that's good. That was one that was in there. I think I just like the yo-yo. And this one has its little trim. Maybe a butterfly would look cute on that one. Okay. All right. Well, so this is kind of what I'm planning on. So I think I'll take these and do some more stitching first and then stitch them down. So let me see what colors I want to use. So I can use like this peachy color somewhere. How about if I just do this one and do the pistol stitch, which is like my favorite for some reason, especially with yo-yos. Okay, I need a slow stitch needle. Hopefully that's one that'll work. Okay. This is number 8 weight cotton, pearl cotton. So I was going to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to come out of here. Let's see, I wonder if I should put like a button. This is kind of big, the opening. If I put a button, or maybe I'll wait to the last 2 stitches after I stitch it and then just put a button in there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Let's just come out to the edge here like that. Okay, this pistol stitch is 1 long strand with the French knot at the end. I'm doing 3, and you can make them different lengths if you're new. Otherwise, you've probably seen this if you're not just brand new to slow stitching. So thanks to all of you who came in my last Sunday video and watched. I really appreciate it. I think some of you probably have subscribed to my channel, but my channel is pretty much journal making. And I only do this on Sunday on the camera. I try to do so much stuff, cross stitching and journal making and slow stitching, but I love all of it, you know. And then I thought to myself, I'm trying to figure out, what do I want to do? What do I want to do, you know, to do a video, let's say. And then I'm thinking, it doesn't matter, just do what you want. So that's what I'm doing. So I may not get this project. I know I won't get it done for this week because we have the 4th of July, which starts tomorrow. And then I have family coming, so I'm just going to, you know, spend time with them. I don't always know if we're going to be able to see people again for, trying to look, see where I left off. You know, next time, how long will it be? I guess I'm feeling that way because, you know, I feel like I've lost a few people in my life in the last year and a half that never expected to be losing. But, oh, that's not even on the center. Oh my goodness. Oh well, I don't care. I don't care. That's one thing about slow stitching. Oh, come on. I don't want to hassle threading, but I need to tie this off a little bit. It's going to be stitched down, so it won't matter if it gets tied off very tight or not. You know, I always think, oh, it's going to come out, but boy, if I want to take it out, I can't budge it. Okay, so there's that one. And this one, I think it needs some more stitching in here. And was I going to put that butterfly there? I think it would look good. I think I'm going to cut off the antennas. Only because you can still tell it's a butterfly. If anything, I'll stitch in. It just gives it a little bit better room there. So, I'm just going to pin that down, hold it in place for me. And what color? I guess I'll just stitch it in a neutral. Because I'm just going to be stitching on this edge. Well, that other one threaded really easy. Hold on. I'm going to change glasses. To get it practically up to my nose to, oh, and then it split. All right. You never think about this when you're sewing or when you're stitching. At least I don't. If I have to rethread. Oh my goodness, come on. It's a different thread. Maybe that's the problem. Okay, gosh. Sorry about that. I can't go in and edit every time I thread the needle either. You know, it takes too long to edit. And I'm not very good. I end up cutting out half of the video by mistake. Okay, so this one I'm just going to catch the edges. My other glasses on for this because I'm too far away. Whoops. I need to the way I do this, you don't have to poke it all the way through. You just come up and down. Like this one is going to come here. And then this one's going to go above it, like that. And this one comes down into the design. Back up the top. So if you're in the United States, tomorrow is our Independence Day holiday, the 4th of July. And I hope everybody's going to be careful with their fireworks. Most places, I think, is outlawed anyway. At least in California, we never had fireworks. We have to go somewhere and have them. We can't do it on the street. Here you can have all kinds of fireworks because they have a limit in Georgia on, I think, what kind of fireworks you can buy, but they don't in Tennessee. So Tennessee is just 60 miles from here. So a lot of people go to Tennessee and get their fireworks right across. There's one right at the borderline to stop and buy fireworks, and they're sold all year round. And but Georgia sells them all year round too, if there's a fireworks store close to you. Okay, so that's kind of cute. I think I'm gonna just do a little. I just kind of, it's real pokey right here, so I kind of want to tame that down. So maybe I'll just do just a running stitch, kind of wavy through here. Just doing some random stitches. Kind of like a long seed stitch, I guess you could say. Whoops, that wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna jump back over here. Okay, I think that's enough. Just something to help it there. Okay. I feel like it needs something else. I kind of like those two flowers, but I feel like they're a little worn. There's one of these that are flat. Yeah, it's too big. Where's the rest of those at? I don't know. Well, maybe I'll just leave it for now. Oh, here they are. I don't know. Do you think it's too big? Oh, I thought maybe I could just get these out real quick, but you know how that is. Because I do sew some really tiny stitches. Good, I heard the air go on. Glad. I don't have a seam ripper handy, so I mean, I probably knotted this a few times in here. I might not even be on camera because I forget where I'm, this camera, in this location. Eventually I'm going to get a camera where I need it, but I have to get my grandson to come over, and I used to have lighting in my other room where I do all my stitching, handwork, and we took it down because we redid the ceiling, put new drywall, and the lines are still hanging there, you know, out like this, the socket, but the lamp is not hooked up. It's like has 3 lights on it, and it shines down. So it's not very decorative, but it was really good when I started doing my videos. I better want to use this, huh? Come on. Doesn't want to let go. That's what I mean by getting knots out. Don't want to cut the... Okay. I don't know. Darn it. No, I guess I'll just leave it. I think what I'll do is restitch it. There's this fabric has worn itself away. So all right, where'd my needle go? Oh. I feel like this needle is bent. From my experience, if I can't tell, but sometimes if it's bent just the slightest bit, when I try to thread it the way I do, by pinching it and sliding the needle over it, if the needle turns all the time, then it's bent. If that makes any sense, I don't know. All right. I'm just going to go right over this. My granddaughter is coming. Well, she's home now. She got home yesterday. And I can't wait to get with her because she used to do these sweatshirts. And she would do the Lazy Daisy all over it. Like she would, like if you had somebody's name, and she would put their name on there, but then she would use the bold letters, you know, trace them on there, I guess. And then inside those letters, she would put just tons and tons of lazy daisies. And it filled it all in. It was so darn cute. I think a friend of hers came up with the idea, and she used to help her. She had a Etsy shop, I think, back then. That's when she was in college. But I want her to show me how she did that. I mean, I know how to make the lazy daisy. I can't tell if I went, oh, I didn't. I know how to make the lazy daisy. I just don't know how she got them in there so close together. How do you know where to go next is kind of what I'm thinking. Then I thought I'd try that on a slow stitch. I think it would be kind of cool. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, that's the right way. I was going to say, am I going in or out? So I hope this isn't boring for you. I watch many of people just sit there and stitch. And I don't get bored because I'm usually stitching something else. Something, and then they'll say something, and then I'll pop up and look and see what they've got to say. But all in all, you're supporting the channel. And I would be lost without my YouTube channels, without the people I watch. It's just so cool that we have this today. And it's even more cool that as the older generation who, you know, did a lot of this is able to make videos. I'm talking about people like 60 and over. Because my mom would have never been able to do a video at, you know, when all this started up, the computers, and I mean, we didn't even know what a computer was for when we were growing up, or even we knew that there was some sort of a computer, but it was like a huge computer in a room by itself, like almost like a robot or something in there, not one that you could have at your house. And then when the internet came out, that was another one that was just unbelievable. Do I want to stitch something in here? I don't think so. I could use something, but it's another yo-yo. I wonder what kind of button. There's my buttons. I have these cute little daisy buttons. I guess that will not be a problem to fold over. I'm going to put it right up there, but I've never had a chance to use these. Do you think it's all too cutesy for the print on the fabric? Everything looks really white. Yeah, I think we probably should tone it down. I like that off-white button. It's a little too bright. That'd be cute, like a little button accent. Okay, let me find another one that's kind of... Okay, so I don't know if I want that. These little flowers. I feel like I'm getting too bright. Having a button on there might be something I can use for a closure. Like if I put, let me think about this. So if I close it here, and I had something with the button down here. So instead of putting that flower there, I could put that there, and then I could wrap around the button. Okay. Let me think here now. And the other thing I thought maybe I could do is run some green like around these, but I don't know if I have a green. I have to be careful because some of these colors I don't have. If they're not DMC, then I can't take the chance of using them, because if I run out, there's no more. If they're another brand, because I did buy a bunch other brands, that's DMC. I like that color. See, this is Wonderfill, and I won't be buying that one again, I don't think. Oh, there's a variegated. That's not really enough green. That's a DMC. Whoops. This one kind of looks like it goes. This one's a little more limey. This is number 320, so I could get that again. Oops. All right, I'm gonna move these out of the way for now. I just kind of, how much time have I been on? Yeah, so I'm gonna see about putting a little of this green. I don't know if I want to get a hoop. I don't have it. So if I was to follow, I wonder how much stitching that would be. And then how much of it would be covered up. I could put these on first and then do the stitching. Let me just start right here and see what I can. Probably should have went. Just gonna do stem stitch. Try to get up to a point where I can see what it's gonna look like. Am I in camera, I hope? Kind of want to get up to this section where it goes off on that leaf. It's not too harsh looking. I was worried that it would be, you know, really jump out. That was a pretty big stitch there. All right, let's just, yeah, let's see. I need to get something to look different there because it didn't look right. All right, let's just go there. So then if we had, you know, these, if these were all a little bit of green, I think that would, you know, bring that down. Just get a feel for it. But I'm thinking I might want to just sew down the sew these down first and then stitch where I can see that, you know, otherwise I'm going to be stitching a lot of stuff. It's not that big. So I think that might look good. I think I'm gonna do that, and then I also think I'm gonna try to figure out, maybe I'll do it like this, kind of in a circle. All right, hexagons, you gotta work with me. Just trying to get them all at the right angle. Kind of like that. Oh, we're missing one. It goes in the middle. but I don't have to put one. But one would be all right. Just hides the whole green thing. Unless I could find something to put here in the middle. That would look pretty. The other thing I was going to share with you too is, while I have you here, is, you know, I was cutting out of my 5x5 squares and the hexagons, and I had these kind of little pieces left all around, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these? But then I remember years and years ago, this lady used to call them snippets, and she would take, now she had fused ones that she would iron them down, and then she would just take them, and I think that one's too short, lay them out like in a shape of a flower, and they were all different sizes. I might not even have enough to do it. And then she would just iron them all down, and it looked really kind of cool. I mean, you could probably just put a center there and you've got yourself a little flower, a random looking flower. Make it better than that, you know. This one could go in a little more. So maybe that's a thought. I could do something like that, and I could put a different color or a different fabric inside that. This one's a little pointed, but yeah, that works. So keep that in mind, and keep those little tiny, oh, here's another one. Keep those little tiny pieces. And then I guess just stitch around them. I would probably, in this case, pull out a little glue stick and stitch around them. Now, I also, when I cut my fabrics for slow stitching or whatever, I use Karen K. Buckley scissors, and the reason is because when you're cutting applique, because I've done applique for years, it helps it not to unravel. In other words, the edges, it's almost like they're miniature pinking shears, if you know what I mean. Like this is pinked around here. When you get a square in your charm packs, they always have this zigzag edge. That's to keep it from not fraying. And so these Karen K. Buckley scissors do the same thing, only you really can't see it. They're very, very fine. And if you have Tim Holtz scissors, his do the same thing, but I think Karen Buckley is a little bit better quality. So, you know, but if you have Tim Holtz, use Tim Holtz. Use one that's serrated so that it helps you keep your fabric from shredding or unraveling, I should say. Oh, there's another one. See? And that was just out of the little tiny piece, and there's enough to make a flower. And you could use these all over something if you wanted. That would be cute. I just can't get everything done I want to do. There's just not enough time. But anyhow, all right, I'm going to let you guys go, and hopefully I'll see you next Sunday. I'm not sure because of the holiday and all that, and people being here. My granddaughters are going to be here too. Or my one granddaughter is already here. My other one's coming to see us next week. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. If you have subscribed, and if you haven't, I hope you will. just to keep us, you know, motivated to keep stitching, and that way we can help you guys who are out there that need new ideas or new, you know, get your mojo going if that's the case. Sometimes you just see one thing and you decide that you want to do that. Now this is going to be all covered up, but that's okay. So I think it's going to be cute. So, you know, this kind of thing, I mean, who couldn't use this? Everybody could use it, because it's a bag. It's just a nice little bag to put something in. Especially if you're a stitcher and you've got embroidery hoops and you've got, you know, fat quarters that you want to put and keep protected. And I think also for books, this is great for, you know, maybe putting a journal in, or maybe keepsake letters, or, you know, something like that. Or you could put your iPad in there if it's big enough, or your tablet, or whatever you've got. Okay, goodbye. Have a great day.